I think every business type is so different. And so it's really helpful learning from people who live and breathe like this specific type of business, and also just learning about the different ways that you think about paying for injectors and making sure that they're compensated fairly and in a way that rewards really hard work. And that's all very industry specific because there's no other industry that's exactly like the kind of the med spa industry.
I would love for everyone to check out the virtual bootcamp. We teach everybody from whether you're a provider to a business owner how to build a med spa from scratch.
You don't have to offer everything to everybody. You can look to offer the things that you're interested in, that people who work with you are excited about, and things that make you money. Your A patients are the top 20% of your patients who actually bring in 80% of the revenue to your business. It's so much easier to get your A patient to come in a little more frequently to try a new service than it is to get your C patient to come in one more time a year.
How do you use these tools to really visualize your growth, right? And growth of profit, not just revenue, but your profitability. There are a lot of things that we can do to really streamline your expenses, your outflow of cash and things like that, but revenue is actually where we win.
This is what they expect when they come in to see you, and they want a good result, okay? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're getting as close to this as humanly possible every single time that we see our consumer, our client, our patient.
I have seen a huge uptick in investigations in this industry. Wellness clinics, IV bars, med spas, all of them are now getting investigated where 10, 15 years ago, I barely saw any of these types of investigations. And unfortunately, compliance comes from so many different areas. You have state regulations, you have federal regulations, you have medical board, nursing board rules. Then you have opinions from all of those different boards, or you look at how they enforce it.
We actually attended AMA PRA boot camp in LA 7 years ago. This was instrumental for us, and it's a full circle moment. We now have 2 locations.
You have to do your own research because you're gonna hear a lot of claims from things. There's not a lot of regulation, so you have to see what the studies are showing, who's running the study on these devices. That's very important.
You can bring in the best IPL machine known to man, but if you don't have the demographic to pay for that, you're gonna have a $160,000 machine sitting in your room and you're just gonna stare at it.
Boot camp really covers all the bases as far as legal, culture, short-term, long-term goals, and compliance, and just things that you really don't think about on an everyday basis.
We try to cover everything, soup to nuts, in the virtual bootcamp. If you're interested, go to AmericanMedSpa.org, which is our website. You can find all of our events, including the virtual bootcamp, and it's going to be available for everybody right away.